So here we have the Volkswagen T-Roc on a 20 plate. I'm going to start off by hopping inside the car and running through some controls first of all. Just briefly before we climb inside the car, I think it's well worth seeing the boot space as well. You can see we have plenty of it. We've also got a 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the far left-hand side, first of all, we have the coolant temperature gauge, followed by the rev counter, the speedometer, and the fuel gauge. Within the speedometer, you can see that we have a digital readout for that speedometer as well. In the center, at the bottom, if I turn the cruise control off, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 20,174. The information displayed above that can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. We're on the audio menu at the moment. There are various menus from your telephone, vehicle status, driving data. We've got a sat-nav menu there as well, and you can go through all of the options on the screen. If you wish to, you could have another speedometer there, for example. If we back out to the steering wheel, over on the right hand side we have stereo controls and the buttons I was using just a moment ago, phone controls as well. On the left hand side we have the cruise control. With this car, if you hit cruise control and then this button just here, this vehicle is able to maintain its own distance between itself and the car in front, both speeding up and slowing down automatically depending on the car in front's speed. Over in the center, we then have the touch screen for the car. So we're on the radio menu at the moment. You can see we have DAB, FM and AM radio available. If you go to media, you'll be able to listen to your own music. There's loads of ways of doing that, and they include Bluetooth audio. So not only can you make and receive phone calls, you can also stream your music wirelessly as well. Working our way down from that, we have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, you can increase and decrease the fan speed, you can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in, and when you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning off or back on again from here, or hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and direction of the air, which you can hear it doing, to maintain those temperatures. Any manual adjustment will override that straight away and allow you to put it back on your own settings. Above that, we can turn the parking sensors on and off, our hazard warning lights on and off. This button turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. The system is turned off when that light shows, and the mode button will change the driving setup of the car. So you can go from normal to eco or sport, and then individual. And under individual, you can customize the settings shown on screen. For example, you might have everything in normal, but you might like firmer steering, in which case you could change that to sport, for example. We have some storage underneath here, 2 USB inputs, a 12-volt charging socket as well, and then a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see this ULEZ compliant car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to call either of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.